Hey, it's Daniel Gillespie here with UponArriving.com, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about a special Hilton cancellation loophole that can save you a lot of money if you ever need to cancel a prepaid stay. So before I jump in, if you're new to this channel, I cover a lot of things like credit card rewards, hotels, airfare, and a lot of other interesting travel topics. So if you like that type of stuff, be sure to hit that subscribe button and then also hit that little bell icon next to it so that you don't miss out on anything. So there are usually a lot of different rates to choose from when booking a hotel stay, but for the most part, it boils down to, are you booking a refundable or non-refundable rate? Now, a refundable rate is going to be more expensive because it comes with more freedoms that allow you to cancel usually up to 48 hours prior to check-in. On the other hand, a non-refundable rate is going to be cheaper because you lose out on that ability to cancel. The thing about non-refundable rates is that they can be a bit risky because you can end up losing out on the entire value of that stay. So if you paid $600 for an entire stay and you don't show up, you could be out $600. But luckily with Hilton, there is this loophole-like exception that allows you to get around this. And I'll explain how that works in this video. So with Hilton advanced rate purchases in the US, Mexico, and Caribbean, you actually can make modifications or cancellations to your bookings subject to a few conditions. The first is that you have to call the special advanced purchase department. So this type of modification has to be done through them. It cannot be done online. And there are a couple of phone numbers you can use to contact them, and you can find them in the link in the description below. Now be sure to call them no less than 3 days prior to your arrival date because that is the cutoff for making these type of modifications. The next condition is that you're going to have to make a new booking for a new advanced purchase rate in the US, Caribbean, or Mexico. So the key here is that you're going to have to find availability with another advanced purchase rate in order to make your modification or cancellation of your prior booking. The next condition is that you're going to have to pay either a $25 or a $50 fee depending on the type of brand that you originally booked with. So if you booked with a brand like the Waldorf, Conrad, Hilton, Embassy Suites, or DoubleTree, you're going to have to pay $50. But if you booked with another brand like Hilton Garden, Hampton, Homewood Suites, something like that, it's only going to cost you $25 to make this type of change. Now the great thing about this change is that you can choose any Hilton brand in the entire portfolio as long as that property is located in the US, Mexico, or Caribbean. Also, what's great about this is you can actually change the number of nights booked. So if you had a really long booking of say 6 nights originally booked, you can change that to a 1-night booking. So this type of policy is great if you have another type of Hilton stay coming up that you can change this to. But what about if you don't have another Hilton stay coming up? What can you do in that case? Well, my advice would be to find one of the cheapest Hilton properties that you can and then just rebook your stay to that. Remember, you can choose any Hilton property in the US, Mexico, or Caribbean, and you can change the number of nights. So what this means is you could turn a 6-night stay at the Waldorf in New York into a 1-night stay into the cheapest property you could possibly find in Mexico. So how do you find one of the cheapest Hilton hotels? Well, I'll show you how to do this real quick. So to find one of the cheapest Hilton properties, first we're going to go to awardomatic.com. When you show up on the site, you're going to see hundreds of properties and it's going to look really overwhelming. So what you're going to do is you're going to go here to this filter section, and then you're going to unclick all of the other brands except for Hilton. So this leaves you with a lot of Hilton properties in the US and Mexico, Caribbean. So what you're going to do is you're going to filter this down even smaller by sliding the slider down to 5,000 points, which is going to only show you some of the cheapest Hilton properties. Now this is based on the price of the award stays, but a lot of those award stay prices do correlate pretty well with the cash price. So you know that these properties remaining are going to be some of the cheapest to book with cash. So you can choose where you want to look for these properties, but right now I'm just going to zoom in on this little area in Mexico, this Santiago de something I can't pronounce. So I ended up discovering this property right here, which is a Homewood Suites, and when I checked the prices, I saw an advanced purchase rate at only $51 for Hilton members. So in this case, you could change your prepaid booking and only end up paying about $100, which can allow you to really mitigate your damage if you've paid several $100s for a hotel stay. Now I will say that before doing this, I would definitely try to call the hotel and ask them if you can modify your booking. If you're just trying to change your dates on a prepaid stay, there is a chance the hotel might allow you to do that. Technically, yes, in the terms and conditions that is not allowed, but some properties will have some sympathy with you, especially if you have visited that property before. Also, if you have status with Hilton, like gold or diamond status, especially diamond, I would call the diamond desk and I would plead my case and explain to them the situation, tell them why I can't make that hotel stay, and ask them if maybe they can make a one-time exception for this case. Sometimes the Hilton desk will allow you a one-time courtesy and allow you to cancel or modify that booking even though it is prepaid. So try those methods first, and if those don't work, then you can rely on this loophole-like exception to change, modify, or cancel your booking in order to mitigate your losses. So if you found this video helpful, be sure to hit the subscribe and like button, and also check out the link below if you want to find out more about Hilton cancellation policies.